Well, welcome back, viewers, to our Wednesday afternoon program. We have with us what I consider a very important role in the community, Mrs. Lyla McDowell from the CYSS Project Manager. Welcome to our show, Lyla.
Good afternoon, Maxine.
You've got some very important things happening at CYSS at the moment, and perhaps first of all, if we go into the actual running of CYSS and what CYSS is.
Well, first of all, I must tell you, I want the people in the community all to know that we have moved premises. We are now in the old CBC building on the corner of Wilson and McDonald Streets. And we've been so busy since we moved there that I haven't had time to bless myself. Funny enough, in a CBC building. And the children that are around the place normally are bringing new people in and so on, so it's really great. The way the kids are coming along.
How many children have you got, Lyla?
Well,
Does it fluctuate, I guess?
It fluctuates a lot, of course, but with the time of the year and time of school leaving and all of that sort of thing. But generally, we have around about 35 eligible participants coming and going. There's no time when they're all there, of course. But
and the age group?
15 to 25. We somehow think of 25 as not a youth anymore, but they really are, and they're in our category. And lately, we've been able to structure a lot of courses, and at the moment we're doing an office procedure course, and the girls are doing very well and seem to be enjoying it, because we're making it as rounded as possible. They're learning first aid, for instance. They're learning to run an office how it should be, with someone in charge of the flowers and someone in charge of tea, that morning tea, and that sort of thing.
Right. Lyla, what kind of courses or what do you actually teach the children at CYSS? You know, besides, is it mainly just structured towards entering the office and other, things?
Yeah. Well, and obviously...
What really is the role of CYSS?
The role of CYSS is to give the kids better skills for working, for employment, making them the sort of people that you'd want to employ, with a nice personality and knowing how to deal with the public and knowing how to answer the telephone properly and all of that. So, well, we all need that, let's face it. So those are the sort of courses we try to run.
And are the courses formed, you're run by a committee, aren't you? Mm-hmm. And the chairman is Doug Dawes.
That's right.
You've got who else on your committee?
Wendy Donohue's our secretary.
Right, yes.
And we've got the program director from YM, and of course the manager of CES.
So you've really got an important
We've got a
committee, haven't you?
Yes, they really know what they're doing.
And they're the ones that actually decide what courses that are going to be taught?
No, that's left to the project officer, which is myself. What I try to do, Maxine, is to sort of listen to the job market and find out what's needed in the community, and then cater our courses to suit that.
So you're actually offering courses at the moment, aren't you?
Yes.
Beside the secretarial course?
Yes, we try to have a structured course run each month, and by that, of course, we have a lot of ad hoc activities.
What do you call ad hoc activities?
Well, I try to be mum, and just as you would with your own kids, if you see them needing anything, any skills at all, well, you try to teach them. So some of the boys who live on their own certainly need to know how to sew on buttons and turn up a hem and iron a shirt, that sort of thing. And we try to teach them that, like survival skills. We try to teach them how to balance their money properly and make their dole money eke out for them over the fortnight.
So actually cooking skills and what have you should be brought into this too,
or
good nutrition.
Good nutrition's one of my hobby horses, really. And we're having a hospitality course, and we're having a shop assistance course, all coming up in the next 2 months. And the hospitality course will cover basic cooking, preparation. I want them to learn how to set a table properly and how to serve a meal properly, because we all need to know how to do that. And it's not very often we get the boys that are interested in that sort of thing.
Oh, I don't
but
know.
they do like cooking.
People are versatile today, aren't they?
Oh, right. And they have to be too, because the job is the thing, employment is the thing, and as we all know, it's not so easy to get it.
You really get a job as a mechanic out in the bush, but still have to know some
how to
cooking
cook.
skills,
right?
Because you know, they may be called on in the camp to cook or
yes, take their part
or something.
Yes, yes. Well, our boys are certainly learning that.
Lyla, at the moment, I notice that you're advertising for people to come in, tradesmen and what have you, to come in and help you with some courses or to structure some courses.
Yes, that's also a very important thing. We're very short of tradespeople or skilled people to come in and help our young men to learn to weld and to do carpentry and those sort of things, to give them an introduction to the trade and see if they're good at it or if they like it or something like that. And then, of course, if they want to, they can go on to the tech and do the full year's courses or whatever it is that they want.
What field are you looking for then?
We're looking for someone to teach carpentry and someone to teach screen printing and someone to teach welding. They're also looking for someone to teach them how to prune trees, which, you know, is a little business they could start up on their own. And maybe prospecting is something the boys could do. While they're unemployed, they could learn to do prospecting.
Chimney sweep. Perhaps we need a few chimney sweeps.
Right, I never thought of that one, but that's a good one.
Because wood fires are certainly coming into their own again. Anyway, getting back, what are you expecting from these people that may be willing to help you out? What kind of hours per day or per week? And it really is just an introduction course into welding. It's not teaching them welding. It's just to see if they'll fit into the welding sphere or whatever.
They might find they have a talent for it. Well, I think if anybody's willing to help me out there, I certainly would appreciate if they'd come in and talk about it to me, when they could do it and what hours they could fit in, and we'll try and fit in around them.
So you haven't got any planned length of time?
We just try and work it all out on a programme as we talk to the people.
Oh, that's beautiful, Lyla. What have you got going after your secretarial course?
Well, as I say, we've got a 3-week shop assistance course, and we've also got this hospitality course, which will probably run a bit longer, because as you know, it takes quite a long time to sort out the different things that you want to cook and do. And then we're going to run the secretarial course again in December.
Funding from CYSS comes from where?
The federal government.
And I guess you never get enough money.
Well, it's just like being a housewife. You've got to budget for what you want to do. Your priorities have got to be first and foremost.
It must be extremely hard, but when your numbers are fluctuating.
Oh, well, you're getting paid now over a year, which makes it a lot easier. It used to be funding over a quarter or a half of year. Now it's much easier to do because you've got the whole year to budget for.
Lyla, the reason for shifting into the CBC building, is there a reason for shifting from where you were?
Well, down in the basement, we didn't consider it very conducive to working. I certainly didn't like the basement myself, and then of course I've got to be there every day. So this was a tremendous opportunity
it's a
to move
building
there.
Too. You've got room to expand, haven't you?
Well, it's got a demolition order on it, and that's where the community college is going to be. So we don't know how long we've got it for.
That's right. Well, thanks very much, Lyla, for coming in and talking to us about the CYSS scheme, because it's very important in the community, and I'm sure that the people out there have, you know, enjoyed your conversation and what you've got to tell them, and I hope that you get some feedback on the people that you're after.
Well, I certainly need that help.
Well, thanks very much, and thanks very much, viewers, for being with us again this afternoon. Thank you.